Hello. Okay, I was just testing if it actually recorded the audio this time. Sorry about that, guys. I will re-record the video probably today or tomorrow and then post it. So today we're going to be setting up an actual server online and getting used to some Linux command line basics, which will be kind of fun. So go to HackNC 2020.devpost.com. And then under resources, there's a link for Digitalocean credits. So Digitalocean is like you can get a free server online. So let's check it out. So let's copy the URL. I will go into my GitHub link. Okay, so since I already have an account, let me just log into that first. And I'll probably cut the logging in part out. And you select Ubuntu, it's fine. We want to go with basic. We'll go with the cheapest plan, $5 a month. New York is fine for me. You guys just select where it's closest to you. This is fine. This is fine. I just do a password, easier. So let's just say, I love HackNC 2020. Did I type that right? And we'll put an uppercase on an H, and the N, and the C. It should be fine. Cannot end in a number. 2020. I love HackNC. Let's just make the I capital too. Okay. Give it a host name. That's fine. Sign people. That's fine. Don't save. Created. So there's two different IPs right here. You might have heard of IPs before. It's like a identifier for a computer on the internet. And all domain names map to IPs. So here, this is the one for our server. We'll do the IPv4. IPv6 is a different type, and you have to explicitly enable it, and it's like newer. But we'll just use this since it's already available. And you can say, go open up a terminal, and for people on Windows, you'll need Windows Subsystem for Linux or something like Git Bash installed to be able to SSH, or you need like a SSH emulator or terminal like Kitty, I think. Or, yeah. This is the SSH client for Windows that you can use. Anyway, so you say SSH root, which is like admin and then paste your URL. You say yes, because this means like you've never connected before, and so this is your first time connecting, so say yes. And the password is 2020 I love HackNC. So now we're in. So this is Ubuntu. It is a Linux operating system, which is like what all of the world servers run on, and like every Android is based off of Linux. You know, like the only thing that's not Linux is like Windows and Mac consumer operating systems, but everything else pretty much is Linux. So it's very useful to learn as a developer, including the commands. So ls is like list. There's one folder in here called snap, so we'll cd into it. Cd is change directory, so it needs to specify the name snap. ls, lxd. I mean, I'm just showing you how it works. We don't really need this folder. So cd ... to go down a level. And so the first thing that you could do is you could say apt get install, and then the name of the package you're trying to install. So today we'll install Nginx, which is a web server that's very popular. You just hit Y, and it will just install it for you. That's one of the nice things about Linux is that it like has all the packages, most of them easily available to install, and it's especially suited for developers. I use Linux. It's pretty nice, I think. So and then Ubuntu is like one of the most popular Linuxes. It's very easy to install onto your laptop or something. And like you can dual boot Windows and Linux. So like anytime you want to use Windows, you just reboot into Windows and you just set off a portion of your hard drive to be Linux. So I would definitely recommend doing that if you can, so that you can get more experience with it. Anyway, so let's try and go to that IP address. Oh wow, so it's already called welcome to Nginx. So that means our server is running, and let's see if we can edit this, right? So cd into etc/nginx, and I forgot what it was called exactly. I think it's sites enabled. So it's default. Cat is like output the file to the terminal, so you just like see everything. And then and if you want to edit the file, let's say we want to edit it, we could say nano default. This is the editor, so you can like scroll with your arrow keys and then save stuff. All the helpful instructions are at the bottom, which is actually very useful. So if you notice, it says list on port 80. So like every computer has a bunch of ports, like 0 to 65,000 something, because that's like the number of bits in like either 8 bits or 16 bits or something like that. Like the bits correspond to a number, right? And then that's like the maximum number that can fit in that amount of bits, something like that. And then anyway, 80 is the default one for the HTTP server. And this is any website you go to, it uses HTTP. Like there are different versions of HTTP, like version 1.1, 2, maybe even 3, is a recent one to make it faster. But those are the different. Anyway, they all use 80. And if you have HTTPS, where it has like right here, it says this. Oh, it's not secure, right? If you have HTTPS, then it will use port 443. That's just default stuff. Anyway, so root means admin on Linux, but it also means like base directory. So like the base directory for our web servers and var/www/html. So let's try and go there. So I'll do Control X for exit. We didn't really modify it to say no. So var/www/ honestly I forgot. So let's cd HTML, and then we'll cat this file. So let's try and edit this a little bit. So go nano. Welcome to Nginx. Blah blah blah. So let's just welcome to my winning hackathon project. It will exit. We'll save this one. Enter. And let's see if this has changed. Wow, it's so cool, right? Honestly, the first time I made a website, I thought it was awesome. Like it was like the first time I was like actually able to put something on the web page that some other people can see and stuff. I thought it was really cool. So let's Google. Let's see if we can figure out how to deploy Express.js. So open up this one. I kind of skip over the Medium links because honestly, usually they're not that like a ton of content. We'll go to the official Express.js link, and also sometimes I'll add DigitalOcean to the end. So like what DigitalOcean has done is because they want developers to use their service, they have paid a ridiculous amount of people to write these tutorials on their website. So when you search this stuff, it will come up on their page, like the DigitalOcean community. There's like a bunch of tutorials, right? And like for everything. So like sometimes it's good to like search and try and find something. Okay, let's try and do what I know so far. So installing Node.js, very easy, just sudo apt install. But sudo means trying to get admin privileges to run. But since we are the admin root, we do not need sudo, so we'll just say apt get install Node.js. Oh no. So I'm running apt-get updates, so maybe it just needs to get a list of packages and stuff to actually see if it's in there. Okay, yeah, that's all we need to do. So it says suggested packages right here, npm. I'm going to Control-Z to stop it, and I'll go use the up arrow key. You can go up and down. So I'll add npm in there too, which is the node package manager. Holy crap, there's a lot of packages. Yeah, so let's Google here, see what's going on. PPA, NVM. What this is like if you're running with different applications with different versions of npm, then you can use this thing, and then it can let you run different versions at the same time. But we just have one app right now, so we can just use the one. Let's see here. Okay, sure. Let's set up for production. We're doing production right now. So we can look at the initial server setup later. We installed Nginx. Let's see if we can do Let's Encrypt. Maybe not. Let's Encrypt gets you free HTTPS, so it'll get you that secure connection and this HTTPS right here. We don't really need it for our app for the hackathon, but it would be cool. So we already installed Node.js. Let's just copy and paste their application. And we'll put in var www.html. Why not? Control X, save, enter. Let's run node hello.js. So we'll try and go to it. Oh, sad. It doesn't work. Oh, the reason why is because it's running localhost, and localhost means it's like a network only accessible internally to your computer. So here we'll just and then it suggests use curl localhost. So if you like download the web page on your own computer, it will work, but any other computer will not work. Oh god. No, what happened? Okay. I think I fucked up on my keyboard. It's fine. So let's install PM2 process manager for Node.js application. Okay, so PM2, what it does is, like you notice that I was running the Node.js file, and then as soon as I Control-C, it stopped, right? So how do you run stuff in the background? A process manager will do that for you. So I'm going to install it, and I'm going to say start hello.js. Adds it to the process list, which is output every time you start an application. As indicated above, PM2 automatically assigns an app name based on the file name without the JS. Okay, that's fine. Applications that are run in a PM2 will be restarted automatically if the application crashes or killed, but we can take an additional step to get to the launch and system startup. Yes, that is what we want to do. We want to have it so that if you reboot the computer, it will still run our app, which would be very nice. So we'll copy this command once it's done. I think it should be done now. Wow, okay, very cool. And we'll copy this one to make sure it runs on startup. Okay, I think that worked. I don't know, probably. Oh, the last. Oh, I think it already worked correctly based on what I know. So systemd is the thing that runs the initializer for Linux. Like when you start up your computer, it like manages everything. It manages like what to start, networking, all that stuff. And it says executed systemctl enable PM2 root. And what that means is like it tells systemctl to like actually enable this thing that it made right here on boot. So I think it's fine. And let's save the process list and corresponding environments, I guess. Honestly, it should already be saved, but it's fine. And then we'll start PM2. Okay, and let's check the status. Yeah, it seems to be running. I don't know. You can stop or restart. You can monitor it. Very cool. Nice stuff. Okay, so now we get into the Nginx stuff. So what do you want it to do is have Nginx be like the first server that, like, if you go to a web page, it'll like request stuff from Nginx, and then Nginx will forward your request down to your Node.js app. So let's just, create this file. So what it's, you might remember before we were looking sites enabled, but we're making sites available. And basically what happens with Nginx is you want to link from sites enabled to sites available. It's like, so that you can very just easily like unlink them if like somebody's hacking your server or whatever. I don't know. So just call it testing, and then we'll paste in this stuff. Oh, see here. And the prerequisite tutorial, you set up your Nginx configuration file. Okay, so let's look at the prerequisite tutorial here. How to install Nginx. Let's just look at that, because I just like copy and pasting stuff. I don't know about you. So I'm just looking for the file. Okay, screw that. I just want to get this running. So let's just edit the default one. And we'll just add in the stuff that we want. So say location / and then do all this stuff. So here they have location / like try to show us a file. But we don't want that. We want, Control Z. Oh, fuck. I keep wanting to use like different commands. Let's not save the buffer. Let's edit this. Go down here. Up one, down here. And then I'll copy and paste this again. Make sure I get it right. Control C. Oh God. And then I'll control the Shift V. That works for me. I don't know what works for you. And then we'll delete this one right here, because you don't want the two competing, right? Oh no, fuck. Undo. Alt U. Yes. Okay. M is Alt, and then caret is Control. Okay, save. Yes. Enter. It's saying right here, just pass it to localhost 3000. So let's do Nginx -T. Okay, seems like it works fine. Let's restart it. Okay, let's test it out. Oh, we don't want port 3000. We want port 80, which is just default no port. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it works. Wow. So let's try and edit it. Let's try and edit hello.js. Okay, exit. Yes. Enter. And we'll say PM2 restart hello. Yes, awesome. That's very cool. So you might be wondering, like, how do we actually get the stuff that we were working on earlier onto this section? Like last time we were working on some Firebase stuff, whatever. Again, sorry about the audio. There's no audio. My bad. I'll like redub it or re-record or something later. So how do we do that? So open up a terminal that's not in the server, and you'll see, just go to your file. HackNC 2020. Is it this one? No, that's not it. Workshop 2. Okay. So we have this folder. So let's SCP root at, it's like SCP stands for secure copy. So we'll say root at this. And then, oh, we just want the IP address, not the like HTTP stuff. Control E to go to end of line, Control A to go to start of line. And then I think syntax is from to, yeah, source target. So we'll say workshop 2 to be tilde, which is the home directory. We'll say tilde / so like stored in the home directory. I think I don't need this colon, I'm not sure. And then I think I say -R for recursive, so like get all the stuff inside the folder. Maybe it's capital R. Oh no. I'll just remove the R. Oh no. Okay, let's Google it. Okay, examples, that's what I wanted. Oh, got it. I remember now. So you say from to, so we're doing from locally this folder to root that's where the colon was. Root colon and then tilde. It's like go from locally this folder to some server and then that folder. And then the password 2020 I love HackNC. Not a regular file. Okay, now here's where the, oh no, it disappeared. I don't know what I did. It's fine. Here's where the R comes in, I think. We'll try lowercase r first. Tilde slash 2020 I love HackNC. I think it's copying all of the node modules, which we do not need. So let's see if we can ignore something. Okay, so this says try to use rsync instead of SCP. So let's try this out. So rsync is like a faster version of SCP for like uploading like things that have changed. Like if you only change one file, rsync was better than SCP. Okay. Root at 165.227. 197.47 2020 I love HackNC. See, that was fast because we're not copying all the freaking node modules. Okay, so let's go back to here. Let's do CD, which goes back to the home directory by default. And let's go into workshop. Workshop only has node modules. Okay. So let's do R minus R, workshop 2. And I think I copied it wrong. So like it's supposed to just, I wanted to copy into a directory. So let's say workshop 2 /. Okay, so this is what we want. So let's do npm install. So that'll install all of our dependencies that we had last time. We'll close this. Let's see here. Okay, so it's all installed. Let's do pm2 help. -- help usually gives you all the, holy crap, that's a lot of commands. Gives you all like the commands and options and stuff. So let's say pm2 delete hello, pm2 start create. Honestly, I just forgot. pm2 start. Okay, pm2. Oh, wrong terminal. pm2 start app.js. Yes. Okay, done. pm2 save. Done. Was there anything else we had to do? pm2 list, maybe? Fuck, wrong command. Okay, closing that. Okay, apps. Let's just go here, see what happens. Bad gateway. I think we do Nginx reload maybe, and that will help us. No. Interesting. So this is connection refused, even though it should be running, right? pm2 start app or restart maybe. Status. User root uptime 3 seconds for app default. Oh, let's look in the logs. So cd.pm2/logs. Oh, so it doesn't even run anything. So let's just see what package.json was supposed to run. So it was supposed to run start node.bin/. Okay, so let's see if we can run that. So what did this? How did this one work? The other Express.js. Oh, what is that? Where did that? How did that work? So server.listen. Let's just see if we need to put that. Or let's look at. I guess we gotta look at Express.js. Or we can look at this Mozilla one. Let's just scroll around. There's a lot of reading. And this is not the only way to install a server. There are many different ways. You can use Heroku, which is like easier to deploy, but then it's a little bit more expensive, I think, for scaling up. I'm not sure. You can run it locally on your machine, but if somebody hacks it, they hack your machine, stuff like that. So let's look at the documentation here. Getting started. Hello world. Node app.js. Let's just look at. Oh, okay, we didn't actually run app.listen. Let's just run that. I'm going to use Vim because that's faster for me, but it's harder to get started as an initial user. So let's just copy and paste this. And then port we'll change to. And Vim has like a lot of key commands and stuff, so it makes it faster if you're used to it. But if you're not, it's kind of painful. So I'll put that in there. Let's see if we can just run it now. pm2 restart app.js. And then we'll look at the logs again, pm2/log/app out error maybe. Oh, okay, cool. Port is not defined. Okay, I think port is not defined. So let's say, yeah, port is not defined. Very cool. Right here, we're just string interpolation. We'll just say, we'll just edit this. You can use Nano to edit this just a little slower, that's all. So let's restart it. Let's look at the logs again. I think the logs don't like update in between runs. So you see all the old logs. It should show something in out. Oh, it's listening. Okay. Let's try and refresh. Awesome. So remember yesterday when we did the complete workshop, it's actually here and you can delete it. Or you can open it in a new tab and oh, it still goes to localhost. So what you can do is when you're editing this file, you just change it from localhost to this IP address, and depending on whether you're like running in developer mode or not or something like that, and then it will work. So let's just change this to this one, and then we'll remove the extra slash. Deleted. Created. So let's create again. So instead of 3 to-dos, it should just show the 2. Yep. Okay. So that was deploying to server. I hope you guys liked it. Basically, if you make any changes locally on your computer, what you do is you run the rsync command again, and then I think you just have to do pm2 restart app. And I don't know if you've noticed, but probably running as the admin is not very secure. So you can just go through these DigitalOcean tutorials, like how to secure initial server setup, setting up a firewall, running from a regular user, stuff like that. You can follow these tutorials, and I think everything will be fine. So thanks for coming to this workshop. I hope you guys liked it, and I will send out a better video of yesterday's soon. But you can for now, you could just work with SQLite, and it's practically the same as Firebase for this sort of application. All right, thanks guys.